being the three-term MP here and with 40 over majority votes in the past, do you think this is an easy walkover for you this time round?
Well, of course, the political landscape has changed. Now this is the first time where the young voters are allowed to cast their votes and to determine the future of this country. So there's a great challenge here, not only for me, but for all candidates, that we are facing an unprecedented situation in Malaysia and also globally. So the challenge is, how do we convince the voters, especially the younger voters, that we need a strong, credible and clean government to charter the path and a new journey for all Malaysians. Dan ini satu cabaran yang besar. Namun saya yakin dengan track record Perikatan Nasional kita boleh meyakinkan pengundi. I'm confident that we will continue to engage with the voters to explain the current situation and the need for them, the voters, to decide the future of this country based on our track record for the last 2 years.
Dr. Sri, this is also your first time contesting under the Perikatan Nasional. Are you concerned that the party hopping image will bring, does that bring any concern to you, to the voters?
No, certainly we need to explain. First, I never jumped, but I was sacked by a dictator in the party that who cannot accept any criticism. That is something that we have to put on record. But again, the situation then needs a strong and stable government. Kita tidak boleh mempertahankan sebuah kerajaan yang gagal memenuhi janji dan aspirasi rakyat. We cannot continue to defend a government that has failed to reform as what they promised during the elections. The only reform they did within that 22 months is to continue the fighting between Mahathir and Anwar. We can't go on like that. We need a strong government that can deliver back to the people. Itu yang berlaku. So why are they putting the blame on me? Yes, I was part of Pakatan Harapan. I was in the cabinet. I expressed my concern, but there was no action taken. So again, I want to suggest that we have to move on. We have to move forward. The rakyat still needs the support of the government, and we have done so during that 2 years during the pandemic. It was a difficult time, but again, with the leadership of Tan Sri Muhyiddin, with its courage and conviction, we are able to mitigate the pandemic and also to accelerate the economic recovery.
Dr. Sri, one final question from me. Just now you were talking about the challenge being the youth voters this time around. What about the challenge of the current MP? Do you see that as the greatest challenge as well?
Well, certainly I welcome his participation in the election. This is a democratic process. But again, I'm confident that the voters in Gombak are very mature. They have been working with me for the last 3 terms, and I always take a position that I want to take this approach of the whole of government approach, whole of society approach. I always work and engage with the NGOs, like today. You see they are representing from various institutions, associations, representing the people of Gombak. I will continue to work with them, and finally I think we should allow them to decide based on facts and the performance. Okay?